Hi Amy, it's Dave from Optimal Resume. I just wanted to check back in and give you another video that really demos the interactive video screening piece of this university branded GPS portal. I know that you said you were kind of running it up the chain and to see what people would say, but I think that seeing this, seeing is believing kind of a thing. So I wanted to let people know kind of how easy this is for the employer who who has access to this kind of a tool. The resume searching piece is straightforward. I think we talked about all the candidate management utilities in here, but how does the actual online interviewing and video conferencing work? Just to let you know, again, it's very easy for an employer to come in here and to create a screening interview. In this scenario, I already sent this candidate screen to the candidate, and this is kind of the employer is emailed when candidates respond. So think of the time to create a screening interview as a minute or so. We have a library of screening questions they can already leverage. They can create their own, but the idea here is that once the employer is notified and then can basically play the candidate's responses. And so instead of having to go through telephone call, it's very easy once you have a screening interview created to view responses here and to be notified via email when they're there. So that's a nice efficiency. And then the other option here is the actual browser-based video conferencing. And I know a lot of career centers rely on Skype, and that's great. The problems with Skype are, a date and a time does have to be scheduled. With our program, I already scheduled a date and time, but it's made very convenient. There doesn't have to be a back and forth emailing. There is no installation of software. This is a Flash-based program, so 99.7% of computers has this. When I hit Join Video Conference, again, it's very easy for the employer to hit allow, and I'm going to need to pause. So right now my webcam is being used by this movie, but I'll be back in one sec. And so now I'm back, Amy, and you see here now that my webcam is available. The employer can come in right here and do their screening. And so having a browser-based video conferencing platform, has obvious benefits. And we're starting to get some data from schools like Montclair State, where they're seeing a number of employers that would like to have access to something like this as part of the early candidate screening process. And so if you put this behind your CSO portal, again, if employers don't want to use it, they don't have to, but why not make the option available? The technology is there. I wanted to mention one more idea to you, which is the idea of an interactive resume book, which is a little bit different. It's not really part of Resume GPS, but imagine right now from our current admin system, if an employer asked you, I'd like to see 5 of your top engineering students, a career counselor with an interactive resume book could go into the admin system under the search tab, find those candidates, find those 5 resumes, and create a book which is delivered to the employer as a discrete link, a unique link. If the employer clicks the link of this interactive resume book, not only would the employer be able to view the resumes, obviously, but again, they would have access to this video conferencing technology. If they like Rebecca Smalls, not only can they see her resume, but they also can screen her virtually. And so we think that makes a lot of sense. Why stop with a static document when you can give an employer the capability to also have conversations with these candidates and basically rule some in or out. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that too, because that's a new concept that we're rolling out probably at the NACE conference down in Orlando. So, Amy, I hope you're doing well. Please keep me informed if you hear anything on your end, and hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.